There is another question. What is the reality of possession of someone's soul by another person? Is there any scientific explanation or criteria?
Yes. As far as I understand the question, the questioner requires me to observe on the common belief of the people that some people can exert their mental or spiritual influence over others. Do I understand you rightly? This is correct. This common belief, at least, is correct, because most common beliefs are not correct. This is true. It is fully supported by the Quran, fully supported by the human experience everywhere in the world, because all mesmerism and hypnotism, etc., are basically founded on this reality of life. There are certain mental messages which do not require wording to be transmitted on the shoulders of sound waves. They are transmitted without a sound, without the employment of known media of physics and chemistry. This is the truth which gradually the world is beginning to believe as a reality, though they do not have a scientific explanation for that. I don't want to go into full detail of this question because I have already dealt with it many a time before, with reference to Hazrat Yusuf al-Islam and what happened there, and with reference to many other things, particularly with reference to Hazrat Moses and the magicians of the Pharaoh. So they're all related things. But I want to say at least this much in answer to this question, that the questioner can himself experience the truth of this observation, that some stronger minds apply their force on the people around them in a manner that they are influenced. Here the nearness is essential, but sometimes the mental messages can be put across thousands of miles and still they are powerful enough to deliver the message. But here, for the experimentation of ordinary people who are not even parapsychics, I can tell them that if they stand next to a person in namaz who is holy, their thoughts will be attuned with that person's thoughts. And if they stand next to a person who is not truly a believer, but who stands just for the sake of performing an act, the person standing next to him will be influenced by the negative beliefs of such a person. This is a common experience of life. That is why the Holy Quran requires us to acquire sohbatu salihin, to sit in the company of holy people, righteous people. It doesn't inform us to hear them closely and to act according to their traditions. It just says sohbatu salihin. And this is what was utilized once by Hazrat Khalifa in case of a young boy, an Ahmadi young boy who was a college student, who came to him and spoke of some doubts about the existence of God. He said, whenever I stand up in prayer, I begin to entertain some doubts, and I must find an answer to this disease. Hazrat Khalifa inquired from him, does he always stand next to a friend of his in the prayer? He said, yes. He said he deep within is not a true believer. When he says prayer, his doubts and suspicions begin to surface, and his mind is occupied by those doubts, with the result that it is activated in a negative way, and that negative activation also influences the person standing next to him. So change your place in the prayer and tell me, let me know what happens. He changed his companion and went elsewhere, and then he reported laughingly that all the suspicions are gone. So this has been put to actual test, and everybody can try this. Okay? And if no time is left, you can start tomorrow by this.
Yeah.
With this.
Yes.
And in the meantime, when I come, I'll start the question of answer to this question, right?
It's better for leave it for
Please
tomorrow.
tell me.
Yeah. لقد انتهى الوقت المحدد لهذا البرنامج. أعيدكم إن شاء الله حسب كما أمرني حضرة أمير المؤمنين أن نقدم لحضراتكم ترجمة حضرته لهذا السؤال في لقاء الغد إن شاء الله. هكذا نستودعكم الله مع عمل اللقاء بكم في أقرب فرصة ممكنة. شكرا على حسن المتابعة، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.